Hello and welcome to my newest video. Today I'm going to take a quick first look at Hash Puppies. Now, Hash Puppies has been out for quite some time, so it's not exactly new, and there hasn't really been any new releases or any kind of game yet. There hasn't been a big update yet. The main reason why I'm talking about it and why I'm now taking a first look at it is because I also want to look at other cryptocurrencies besides Ethereum that provide a platform to introduce games or crypto games especially. And I think Neo, most of you probably know, is considered one of the main competitors of Ethereum, especially when it comes to the development of dApps. And that's why I also want to take a first look at Hash Puppies today. Now, Hash Puppies is basically Cryptokitties just with dogs, and it works quite similar. As you can see here from the screen, for those of you who don't know yet, you can, or you will have the option to breed your dogs, you will have the option to raise them, and you will have the ability to compete with them. And as you can see here from the screen, it tells you that you have some kind of gameplay involved or incorporated into the game that kind of provides a competition or maybe a battle system. I don't know how it's going to work exactly yet. Again, this is just a first look video where you can kind of, as it says here, win in style and discipline. And you can take home the gold. Now, obviously, there isn't too much information yet. I also checked the Discord. There isn't too much information about Hash Puppies. I haven't really read myself into all the different upcoming news and the Medium page that the developer of Hash Puppy is running. But I think the main reason why this game has some potential, and more potential than most of the other current collectible games that are basically clones of Cryptokitties, is because it's going to be the front runner, or it wants to be the front runner of the first Neo based games, or the first Neo cryptocurrency based gaming industry. Now, we don't really know yet how or where this whole crypto gaming industry will be developed to. We don't know if it's going to be run under one single cryptocurrency, or maybe even one game, or each game will use separate cryptocurrencies to do their transactions and to secure their value. I don't know how this will develop in the future, but I think it's, in my opinion, it's most likely will be a compromise between a few key cryptocurrencies that run these different games, and both sides can in the end benefit from this cooperation. Now, there isn't too much to say about Hash Puppies yet. This is again just looking at it for the first time and just checking out what the game wants to be. Most of you probably already know that it's wants to be the Cryptokitties for Neo, and I think Neo will be on the rise later down the line as well. There's, I think, in my opinion, major opportunity for the Asian, especially the Chinese market, to open up to this game. Now, there have been some other try runs, so to speak, for games that have been, or that they are still running on the Ethereum blockchain, but they are trying to be more interesting to the Chinese market or the Asian market specifically, by just maybe changing a few things around, adapting to the respective language, and maybe even make some more cultural specific features or add them to the game in order to make it more appealing to the Asian market. Now, I think that it's going to be the same for Hash Puppies in the long run. Again, I think because it's the first, or it wants to be the first real Neo crypto game, I can see it will have some long-term potential. But for now, just looking at the roadmap, there isn't too much information there yet, and I think they just put the roadmap out and set the timeline for a really long time, and don't know if it's going to be able to compete against other games that have already released gameplay. They've already released just features in general, and they already had the chance to kind of develop a player base that is to some degree loyal to the game, and that will also do word of mouth marketing and all these things. I think if you kind of leave them out of your development process and only have this one roadmap where you kind of describe where the next steps are going to be, and they're also set apart quite far from each other. I don't really know if it's going to work out again. Maybe they're using the time wisely, and let's say, as you can see here, from early May 2018, it's going to have the Hash Puppies game testnet alpha. I know that they already introduced the Hash Puppies NFT testnet beta in early March, so this is actually going on, so they're sticking to the roadmap. But again, I think they're spread out quite far apart from each other, these different goals in the roadmap, and I'm not sure if they can really deliver on the promise in the end. Obviously, if you can see here, I think the mainnet release, the actual game release, I think that's going to be in late August 2018. Maybe it's also already going to be too late for crypto Neo-based games, so maybe another Neo-based game will come out. I have heard in a few other discussions that they do have some problems with Neo. I don't know if it's anything major. Again, I think Ethereum has a major advantage over Neo, any other competitors when it comes to crypto gaming, because they have already made the experience. And as we probably know by now from all this marketing towards the potential of a supposedly great game, we all know that they first have to deliver on these promises, and often that's depending on experience. And this is such a new market, you have to make the experience. I think most of the Ethereum games that I've been talking about in my other videos, they benefit from this industry that isn't even a real industry yet, but still gain all this experience. They will develop further. They make all these experiences. People play these games to some degree. Some have gameplay, some don't. These games evolve based on experience. And Hash Puppies, or Neo in general, when it comes to crypto gaming, doesn't have that yet. And again, it might be too late in late August 2018. It might not be. Maybe they release a highly polished game that has been learning behind what is going on right now from all these different crypto games, from Ethereum games as well. But again, I think, in my opinion, basically the long-term success of any kind of industry that is still in its infancy depends on experience. You have to make the experience in the end, and that's why I also think that Ethereum is far ahead when it comes to crypto gaming or DApp development in general, because yes, people already complain about Ethereum having some major issues with clogging networks, and the Ethereum cryptocurrency isn't meant or working with such high network traffic and so on and so on. But you always have to consider that these are experience that they make right now. These are experience that these other platforms, these other cryptocurrencies that want to be where Ethereum right now already is, or want to have the success that Ethereum had with Cryptokitties, for example, and several other crypto games like Crypto Celebrities and Crypto Countries and so on and so on, Etherbots. They want to have the success, but they don't necessarily want to go through the experience stages, so to speak, in order to gain an understanding of how it actually works. Yes, you can talk a lot about it, how it might work. You can talk a lot about from your previous experience in game development without cryptos, and you can kind of transition into an understanding of how it might work for crypto gaming. But in my opinion, you still have to make this experience. So yeah, again, I think Hash Puppies has some long-term potential. I think it has mainly has the potential to attract a larger market, because, or at least receive some hype to a degree, because it's probably going to be the first Neo game that they're releasing, or just the first crypto game on the Neo blockchain. But I think there's still some major risks involved. There are some major pitfalls, and again, I don't really like the approach of just showing you the roadmap and spreading these different milestones so far apart. And yeah, again, it might be too late in late August 2018. Now, what do you think about this? Please leave a comment and join the discussion. I'm really interested in what you think about Hash Puppies. Do you think it has some long-term potential? Do you think late August releasing the mainnet is going to be too late? Leave a like if you liked the video, and I'll see you next time. I'm also going to post the link to the website down in the video description, and I'll see you next time. Bye.